Chapter 2, Defining Love. If we are to understand love, really understand it, we must begin by admitting a hard truth. Our language has made a mess of the word. As Monsieur Scott Peck observed, our use of the word love is so generalized and unspecific as to severely interfere with our understanding of love. The same three words, I love you, might be whispered to a parent, shouted to a friend across a crowded street, murmured to a child at bedtime, texted to a partner, or declared over a slice of chocolate cake. The words are identical, but the meaning in each case is profoundly different. This lack of precision makes love slippery to define. To speak of love without context is like talking about movement without specifying whether we mean the drift of continents or the tap of a finger. And yet, if we wish to live well in love, we must do more than feel it. We must know what we mean when we say it. So what is love? Peck offered one of the most rigorous definitions: the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. In his view, love is not primarily a feeling. It is an act of will, a choice to care in ways that foster growth. It is effort, not accident. A verb, not a passive state. David Richo reframed it as a way of being present, grounded in what he calls the 5 A's: attention, acceptance, appreciation, affection, and allowing. Love in this light is mindfulness in action, the daily decision to notice, embrace, value, touch, and make space for another human being just as they are. Others have defined love by what it does rather than what it is. Virginia Woolf described it as an illusion we consciously preserve. Warren Buffett, in his plain-spoken way, said that the more you give love away, the more you get. Viktor Frankl saw love as transcending physical presence, rooted in the enduring image of the beloved. And then there are definitions that capture its texture rather than its function. Cheryl Strayed called it the feeling we have for those we care deeply about and hold in high regard, listing its many faces: romantic, platonic, fleeting, everlasting, joyful, sorrowful, conditional, unconditional, each shaped by the circumstances of our lives. When we step back from the variety of definitions, certain patterns emerge. 1. Love is active. Whether we see it as an act of will, a form of mindful presence, or a set of concrete choices, love requires movement toward the other. 2. Love is costly. It demands time, energy, vulnerability, and at times pain. 3. Love is particular. We may feel benevolence toward humanity in general, but love, in its richest forms, has a target, a face, a voice, a name. 4. Love is transformative. At its best, it enlarges both the lover and the beloved, creating the possibility of growth neither could achieve alone. This is why defining love is not a dry academic exercise. It is a compass. Without a clear sense of what love is, we risk confusing it with infatuation, dependency, lust, or control. We may think we are loving when we are merely clinging. We may mistake temporary pleasure for enduring care. And here is the paradox. Love resists final definition. No matter how we frame it, love has a way of spilling over the edges. It is at once a deeply personal experience and a universal human reality. The best we can do is draw a map that helps us navigate it while leaving space for its mystery. In the chapters ahead, we will see love in its many disguises: romantic and platonic, possessive and freeing, fleeting and lifelong. We will explore how biology wires us for it, how culture shapes our expression of it, and how our choices determine its endurance. But before we venture into these varied terrains, we must also face the ways love becomes confused, where our lack of clarity leads us astray. That is where we turn next.